Hi guys, welcome to this week's reading vlog. So it is currently Tuesday. I apparently can't speak words today. And I got a lot to talk about, so let's jump in. As far as work and school, this isn't going to be too bad of a week for that because I'm working 4 days. I worked Sunday, which is when my weeks start at my job. Then I didn't work yesterday. I work today, Thursday, and Friday, and that's it. School is online, so I will be focusing a good majority of my time on that when I can. And then that is that. As far as bookish related stuff, so there's a lot going to be talked about in this section. Okay, starting off with the TOG read-along of the Throne Glass read-along. This is a read-along that I am co-hosting with Brittany's Book Find, Miss Sassy Cassie, and a couple other booktubers, including Fandom and Books, and Rachel Marie Book Junkie, and myself, and then we have another co-host named Samantha who will be joining us, I think, for Air of Fire. So that is happening. Our Crown of Midnight live show was supposed to be happening tomorrow, which is the 10th of July. That has to be postponed because Brittany is currently moving and she won't have internet at least for another week. So we are still figuring out the details. If I know by next week's vlog, I will let you guys know, or I will update you at some point in this vlog. We're thinking it's probably going to be the last week of July, but we're not 100% sure. We can't predict the future. So again, I will keep you guys posted on that. I will be starting Air of Fire sometime later this week or early next week for the biannual readathon that's happening. So that is that. This is the week where all the readathons start to collide. So I'm doing 3 readathons in July. That's what I mentioned in my TDR. I'm doing the Book Junkie Trials, which is a month long. That started last week. I'm doing the biannual readathon, which starts on Thursday this week. And I'm doing the reading rushes at the very end of July. So that is all happening this week. So with that said, as far as reading, I am currently reading Into the Drowning Deep by Mira Grant, aka Shannon McGuire. This is my second book for the Book Junkie Trials. This will fulfill the challenge of Old Pirate Grove, which is to read a book that takes place at least partially on the sea. So I am 100 pages in, 64 pages in. I'm really liking this book. It is very, very dark and kind of gruesome. I haven't gotten into like the nitty gritty gruesome details, but I know what's coming. It's an adult horror science fiction book with killer mermaids. So that is that. And again, I know it's going to be dark. I know there's some very gruesome scenes in this book, so I am a little bit terrified going to that because I don't like horror typically. Even though I did just read Cujo by Stephen King, that's also horror. But yeah, so I want to finish this by tomorrow night. That is my goal because, again, the biannual readathon starts on Thursday. So that is that. And then, if I can finish that, and my next book on my TBR for the Book Junkie Trials would be Strange the Dreamer. So I'll probably at least start that. And then, again, the biannual readathon will be happening. Then I also have a couple of things I got in the mail yesterday. Actually, one of them I bought myself, and the other thing I got in the mail. I got Middle Game by Sean McGuire. Sean McGuire is, again, Mira Grant, who I'm currently reading Into the Drowning Deep by. This one is one that Books and Lala has been recommending non-stop, and she said it's amazing. This is, I think, science fiction. It's about 2 twins, Roger and Dodger, who have been created. They're not quite human, but they're not quite gods, by this, like, I guess, mad scientist kind of person. And he wants to ascend to become a godlike figure, and these characters are kind of ascending with him. That's all I know, and it sounds freaking amazing. And again, Books and Lala, who I trust with all my heart, said it's amazing. It's like her favorite book of this year. So I have my hopes up. I really hope it's good. I'm going to try to fit this onto my Newts TBR for the August Newts readathon that's hosted by Geo or Book Rose, which I love the readathon. So that is happening. So yeah, I don't want to read this sooner rather than later, but we'll figure it out once August comes around. And then the other thing that I got in the mail yesterday was a candle, and this is by Grace and Honey. It's called Mage. So this is for the Book Junkie Trials. These are created by Becca and the Books, who is head of the Mage team, which is what I am on. I'll go ahead and link her channel and the website for this company down below. But the Mage is a soy wax candle, and the scent is mulberry and almond, and it is a beautiful purple color with gold on top, and it smells really good. It's kind of got like a blueberry kind of scent to it. It's hard to describe. So I really like it, and I love this packaging. It's not like I have enough bookish candles on my shelves anyways. It's like a purple fire. Really, really pretty. And again, I will link back it down below, as well as Grace and Honey. So that is everything that I have to update on. My gosh, this is a long intro to a vlog. So now I'm going to go ahead and watch some more booktube, and then I'm probably going to try to read before I go to work at 3, and I'll chat with you guys later. Hey guys, happy Wednesday. It is about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I have had a very, very lazy day. I'm not working today, so I basically spent the entire morning playing Wiz, like for 5 hours, because I don't have anything else to do. I do have to do some homework for my class, and I also have to film today's video, as well as I'm going to try to film Friday's video as well, unless I do get called into work. Then we'll see what happens, but I am planning on at least filming one video today. So that is that. I do have a reading update for you guys. So as far as Into the Drowning Deep by Mira Grant, I'm on page 116 of this. It's a little bit slow right now because we haven't gotten to the real nitty gritty stuff. It's a lot of background information on our main characters and the exploration that happened before this book that led to the horror stuff that this book features. And yeah, it's a lot of background, but it's like at a 4-star right now. I have a feeling this might be a 5-star read, but we'll have to wait and see once I do finish it. I would like to finish it tonight because the bibliothon starts tomorrow, so we'll see what happens with that. And then I started an audiobook, which is Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This is her newest release. So you guys know I DNF'd The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo a couple months ago. I do want to give that a second try, but I've been hearing so many fantastic things about this that I decided to pick this one up. I'm listening to it again on audio. I'm not loving this book, but I'm not hating it. I'm liking it more than Evelyn Hugo, but it's not, right now it's a 3-star. It's just kind of boring. Her books are very character driven. Evelyn Hugo was very character driven. This one is also extremely character driven, and I'm a plot driven person. So I think that's the reason why I'm not connecting with her books as much as I want to. I really want to like her books. There's just something, again, whether it's being the character-driven story or something, maybe it's the narration of the audiobook that I'm just not connecting with. This is narrated by a full cast, which I typically really enjoy with audiobooks. But again, it's just not connecting with me. I'm not going to DNF it. I'm on page, I think I'm 4 or 5 hours into it, and I'm on page 101 in my physical copy. So, I don't know. I really want to give Taylor Jenkins Reid a fair chance because I think I would really love some of her books, and maybe I'll try out her older novels that were published before this, Evelyn Hugo. Maybe I'll like those. I think they're romance novels, which I also typically don't like. So I don't know. I'll keep you guys posted on my thoughts on this as I finish up the audiobook. This isn't on my TBR for any of the readathons for July. I just kind of picked it up on a whim. So we'll see. So that is my update for now. I'm going to watch some more booktube, and then I'm going to do my homework class and then film a couple videos, and I will talk to you guys later tonight. Hi guys, happy Friday. It is like 9:30 at night. I haven't vlogged in a couple days. I've been pretty busy, to be honest. I last updated you on Wednesday, and since then I have been working. What else is new? And that's literally it. Working, playing with, and watching Netflix. That has taken up my life the past few days. I have gotten quite a bit of reading done though, so I am almost done with Into the Drowning Deep. I was planning on finishing this before the bibliothon started yesterday, but that just wasn't the case. I am on page 348, and this is 440 pages, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and sit down and finish this tonight. Right now it's standing at about a 3.5 5-star. I am really enjoying it. It is not as scary as I thought it would be. It definitely has some horror elements, so be forewarned. There's definitely some trigger warnings for animal abuse, animal death, that kind of thing. So if you guys are triggered by that, just be forewarned. There isn't really graphic scenes involving animals, but there is quite a bit of human and animal death mentioned. So it's in here. Just be forewarned going in. So I want, to be honest, I want the horror stuff to pick up because that's what I went in knowing, that this was a science fiction horror novel with killer mermaids / sirens, I guess you could call them. So I will let you guys know what I think probably in the morning. I think I'm going to finish this up and then, let's see, I have my Bibliothon TBR right here. I'm either going to start Kingdom Cold or I'm going to start Aurora Rising. I haven't decided which one yet. So yeah, that'll be my next read and then we'll go from there. So that is my update for tonight. Tomorrow I plan on doing a crap ton of reading because I don't have to go to work tomorrow and my parents are going to be out of the house for most of the day. So that's that. So I will check you guys tomorrow. Hi guys, happy Saturday. It is about 2:30 in the afternoon. I have a lot of updating for you guys. I have a couple things to show you that I got in the mail. I have reading. Let's chat. So I'll start with the stuff I got in the mail. First of all, let's talk about my new shirt that I'm wearing. So I got this long sleeve shirt from the Harry Potter shop and I've been in like a huge Harry Potter mood recently. All I've wanted to do was either sit down and read the books or sit down and watch the movies. So who knows, maybe I'll do that today. So I got this shirt and it is Slytherin themed because I am a Slytherin. So on the front it just has the snake and it's like a light green color with black stripes, and on the back it says, oh, you guys can see it, it says Slytherin on it. So I love it. It's very comfy. Yes, it's like 80 degrees here in Boston, but I'm still wearing it because again, I'm just in that mood for Harry Potter stuff. So that is that. Then I got a really exciting package in the mail from Hachette, who sent me the 10,000 Doors of January by Alex E. Harrow, which comes out in September. This is actually a finished copy, which I knew I had reached out to them to see if I could get an ARC of this. They didn't have any physical copies left, so I got an e-ARC. They said they would send me a physical copy when they were in stock. So I gave them, my mailing address and everything. I didn't expect this to come so soon. I wasn't expecting it to come until like late August, maybe early September when it was released. But it came 2 months early. So thank you so much, Hachette and everybody over at Orbit, for sending me a copy. I am definitely going to be reading this in August. Maybe if I can get to it this month, that'd be even better. But yes, I will be reading this very soon. I'll have a review up closer to the release date. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, absolutely gorgeous. This is like a young adult magical realism, which isn't typically the genre I like to read, but I've been hearing a lot of hype around this and I love this cover. So yeah, that is that. As far as reading, I finished Into the Drowning Deep by Mira Grant last night. I gave this 3 stars. I enjoyed it for the most part, but it wasn't anything like mind-blowing and I didn't find it as scary as I wanted to. This is definitely my least favorite out of the books I read by this author. Mira Grant is also known as Sean McGuire, who I've read 2 of the Wayward Children's books before, and I enjoyed those. I gave those both 4 stars, and then I have Middle Game on my TBR as well. So this was a disappointment, but I would give it a chance if you like the author. Just wasn't for me, so yeah, 3 stars for me. And then after that, I really couldn't decide what I wanted to read next. So it is the biennial Bibliothon right now. It is day 3 of it. So I did start Aurora Rising by J. Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. This is the group book for the readathon, so I did get a head start on this, and I am on page 12. Yeah, I didn't read much of that, and so far I don't have too much to say about it. It's not really that interesting, but I feel like it will get interesting eventually, so have that. Then I decided, okay, while reading Aurora Rising, I just wanted to continue on with my TBR for the Book Junkie Trial. So I have 2 massive books that are next on the list because you do have to read them in order of the map. So the next book I would technically need to read is Strange to the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. This fulfills the challenge for Glimmer, which is to read a beautiful book. I love this cover, as many people do. And I DNF'd this quite a few months ago. I want to say it was like back in February I DNF'd it. I wasn't really enjoying it, but I had a feeling I would pick it up eventually, or put it down, and I knew it would give it a second chance eventually. So I decided to, so I'm going to try to read at least 2 chapters every day. I did go ahead and mark this one up. This is almost 600 pages long, so that is why I did that. And I'm on page, let's see, 27. So yeah, that is that. And I have to get to page, I don't think there's that much to read, 42 today. So just about 20 pages each day, and it should be done by the end of the month. So that is that. So far, I mean, it's decent. I'll give it that. Then the other one I started because it's massive is Prairie the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. This is one I also started in May. I put it down because I lost track of time because it was the chapter by chapter book of the month. I can't apparently speak today for May, and this is almost 900 pages. So again, I have broken it up into 2 chapter sections. Will I finish this by the end of the month? I don't think so, but I'll at least get a good chunk of it read, and maybe I'll pick it back up in September after the newts are done. So yeah, that is that. Anyways, that is my long update. I am going to go ahead. I just finished doing some homework. I think I might read for a little bit in maybe a couple hours because I want to watch a Twitch stream, but we'll go from there. So I will see you guys when I have something to update on. Alright guys, it is now Monday. It is time to wrap up the vlog for this week. This week was a decent reading week. It definitely wasn't as great compared to last week, but you know, I still got a lot of reading done and I finished 1 book. So yeah, overall I'm pleased. So the book I finished this week was Into the Johnny Deep by Mira Grant, aka Shauna Maguire. I gave this 3 stars. It was not for me. I like Shauna Maguire's books. I have read the first 2 books in the Wayward Children series. I enjoyed them. They were both 4 stars for me, and I really had my expectations high going into this one, but ultimately it was just let down. If you're looking for something and you're new to either the sci-fi genre or the horror genre, you might actually really enjoy this. Again, it just wasn't for me, and I gave it 3 stars, but I am going to continue on reading this author's work in the future. Then, as far as what I'm currently reading, I have 3 books to talk about. I am about 100 pages into Aurora Rising by J. Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. This is the group book for the biannual Bibliothon, aka the final biannual Bibliothon. I will talk more about this in the next week's vlog. I'm liking it, but it's just a little too slow for me. But again, I will explain that more in next week's vlog. So I'm still currently reading that. Other 2 books that I'm currently reading are for the Book Junkie Trials. First one of those being Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. This, I guess you could say, is technically a reread for me because I DNF'd this book back in February at, I don't know, like 100 or 200 pages in, so it wasn't for me back then. Having very similar thoughts to it that I did back then right now, but I don't think I'll DNF it this time. I will keep you guys posted in next week's vlog. This is the 3rd book for that readathon that I am reading. And then the other book I'm reading for that readathon is The Prairie of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. This is a standalone epic fantasy novel. I am about 80 pages into this as well. This is almost 900 pages, whereas Strange Dreamer is only 500. And I don't have much to say about this either. It's kind of slow, but I know it's going to pick up because epic fantasy tends to do that. So yeah, that is all I have to say, and that is all I'm going to have for the vlog this week, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Be sure to let me know in the comments down below what you guys are reading or have read this past week, because I would love to know. And as always, all my social media links are linked down below for you guys to check out if you'd like to follow me on any of those. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you soon for another video. Thanks for watching. Bye!